Hello, 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 my beloveds. How are you? How are you all? Go ahead and put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Of course, there's like a 20 to 30-second delay with StreamYard, but I'm happy to be back here with you all. I'm happy to be back here with you all. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah. So it's really like a 35-second delay. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Well, I hope you all are we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We have to talk about it. But before we get into everything, I want to okay, is that gonna show up? I'm trying to put the comments on the stage. Trying to put the comments on the stage. They're not coming up. That's all right. Before we get into it, let me say hi to everyone. Let me say hi. Starry Eye was here first. Hey, boo. Sexy RN. Hey, beautiful. Isis says, Q, yes, peace, manifesting all y'all, yes. Natasha says, hello, everyone. I'm going to be in now. I'm back in school. I'm so happy that you are back in school. Yes, darling, get that education. Get that money, girl. Get that money. Attitude and Tylenol said, yes, I'm ready for this. D-Dub, hey girl, Sleepy B. Yes, yes, yes. Starry Eye said tacos, tacos, tacos. Yes, we love tacos. I had tacos Sunday and yesterday. Today I have enjoyed a plethora of chicken tenders. So, I'm just sitting here in my greediness because I was doing real good working out. And then I was like, girl, go in the refrigerator and get that chicken tender. I was like, you know what? You're right. You should have a chicken tender. And one chicken tender turned into like 3 or 4. So I'm not eating anything for the rest of the day unless it's like a yogurt and some fruit. I'm gonna work out again because the chicken tenders were calling me. Ladies, y'all know what time it is. The chicken tenders were calling me, and I just had to listen to the sweet whisperings of the sweet nothings of the chicken tenders in the refrigerator telling me, Q, you know you want a chicken tender with Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. They were talking to me through the refrigerator door, and baby, I listened. So I enjoyed them chicken tenders. CM1, hey. Alikia, hey. Nesto Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame, hey, boo. See, I told y'all CM1 always be laughing at me. She always laughing at me, but I appreciate the consistency, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Let me tell y'all something. We went to the grocery store. Well, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. Mr. Hoodoo was out of town for work. He flew back in on the first flight Sunday morning. Let me tell y'all. If you're going to have a man or a significant other, make sure they actually love you because he flew out on the first flight of the day to get back home to me, his darling Q. So he got back in and we went straight to the grocery store. We were in Safeway at 9:30 in the morning getting groceries. Okay. Safeway had a sale. Chicken tenders were on sale for $4.50 a pound. We got like 3 pounds of chicken tenders on Sunday. Okay, the spicy ones too. They're so good. So listen, I've been eating chicken tenders like the past since Sunday. Thank God they're almost gone because baby, them chicken tenders got me in a chokehold. Chokehold. But it's probably over with now because I'm all out of Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. So RIP to the bottle of Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. RIP to my guts, because them spicy chicken tenders, they're gonna tear me up. Okay, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. They're gonna tear me up. I'm gonna pay for it later. But it was delicious going down. Yes, shout out to the chicken tenders. Okay. So switching gears, I do want to get into this topic because it was the other day. The other day I was in Villanora's chat, right? The other day I was in Villanora's chat, and Villanore, Villanore, I forgot how the conversation went. But the conversation, for some reason, we got on Nesto or something like that. We got on Nesto and somebody was just like, I don't see Nesto doing magic because he's so dumb. And I'm just like, y'all think, y'all think, y'all think just because people don't look like what you think a spiritual worker would look like, that they're not out here doing magic. And I had to gently tell that person that I had to gently tell that person that um all spiritual workers and magicians are not walking around with a shirt on that says I do magic, okay? Because your girl Q, I am one of those people. You would never know in my matching skirt set that what I do is what I do, right? So of course, this is being stupid on the back end. So I'm just I had to explain to this person in Villanora's chat that you may not think that these people are out here doing it, but look at. I pretty much told that person that Nesto did enough to get over on these people. He did enough to get over on these women. Okay, whatever it was he did, the whole alleged blood contract, which if y'all remember when I did my reading on Nesto a year or two ago, the blood contract absolutely was real. Okay, blood contract, that's blood magic, right? So I need to show, especially the ladies here, proof that and this is in no disrespect to my bros. I know Mel is in the chat. This is not any disrespect to any of the men that may follow me or come chill with me over here on the channel, but I just want to show the ladies that men really are out here doing magic on people, and especially on women. And a lot of times they are doing it to gain sexual access to you. Okay? I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of them are doing this to gain sexual access. Okay? Sexual access. Okay? So, you may not want to hear it, but you going to hear it today. You going to hear it today. You going to hear it today, and I'm going to show you. Okay? So I went and I gathered some receipts from around the internet to show you all. So, do me a favor. Do me a favor. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. To all my boos that are already here, like the video if you haven't. And be sure to share this, especially to my ladies. Be sure to share this with other ladies who may need to hear this, okay? Who may need to hear this. But I'm going to show you. So let me just go ahead and pull my receipts up. And it's not that many, but it's enough for us to have a conversation. And I definitely want to say that if there are any of you who may be triggered by this topic or maybe triggered by the thought of someone using magic to gain sexual access to you, or the topic of magic, spirituality, whatever it is, the trigger warnings are out there, because I do want to have a conversation. I absolutely do want to have a conversation. Okay. So let me get to going ahead and pulling up these here receipts. Okay. Because I absolutely pulled them up. So, of course, everything is being stupid right now. Everything is being stupid right now. So, of course, YouTube is being dumb on the back end. Okay, maybe. Yeah, okay. So it's being dumb on the back end. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, or I'm gonna send a spiritual troll after you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, go ahead, like the video and subscribe. Okay, so let me bring these in. Present or in line. And we're just gonna go in random order. We're just gonna go in random order. Because like I said, y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this. Like I said, this is especially for my ladies, especially for my ladies. Okay. Let me open this one up first. I'm gonna make sure you all can see this. Okay. Yeah, he may have practiced. He didn't know what he do. See, and that's another conversation that we'll have to have. Okay. So this is one, and I did my best to remove. I removed um information for those who may be curious, for those who may want to try to take this video and use this video to harm other people with it. I removed names, pictures, the types of workings that people were doing because I don't need to give anybody any ideas. I'm just showing y'all. Okay? I'm just showing y'all. Okay? And let me just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and put this down here. Okay. So this is the first one. I'm pretty sure we all can see it. We all can see it. This was from last year. This person says there's a very close friendship. There is intimacy. There is emotional bonding. What's the best spirit to seduce them? They should be aroused by us. They should feel lust for us. It should make them want to sleep with us. And this is a man. As you can see, I did not remove his picture. I removed his name, but this is a man. He said, which spirit should I use? Spirit A or spirit B? I removed the spirit name. He said, I feel that spirit A is better. What is your opinion? Any angel or Olympic spirit to name? So this person is friends. Okay. This person is friends with a woman. This man, he's friends with a woman. And as you can see, this is from Facebook. You see the blue thumbs up down there. He's asking the community of this one spiritual group, what type of magic should he do to make this person feel like they want to have sex with him? This is from last year. You can see the date, April 6th, 2024. And as you can see, there are 9 comments. People replied to him. People absolutely replied to this man, giving him tips on what to do. Giving him tips on what to do. Like I say, y'all can see April. Okay, this is April of last year. So don't be afraid to check any of your relationships with people. If they start feeling like, your relationship should go from friendship to something more, there is a possibility that it could be seduction magic, sex magic, love spell magic. It could be. Okay. Sunshine said, yep. Hence why Nesto told the ladies he must become one with you by entering you, old child. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Maybe you're someone that, you just start sexting with someone and you didn't know why. This is from April 21st, 2021. Let's say you want to seduce a person who's in another state remotely and you know their name and photograph and make them call or sext you without initiating. What are the heavy hitters for this purpose? Anyone have success in this type of endeavor? So don't be afraid to really, really think about and assess whether or not you truly wanted to start sending nudes and racy pictures to someone They may have been, you doing something like this. They may have been doing something like this. Mhm. This is from April 2020, April 21st, 2021. CN1 says it's gross. Mhm. It happens every day, and I want you all to understand that magic is happening every day, all around you, whether you know it or not. People are absolutely doing this. This was another man. I'm not trying to dox people. I'm just trying to let y'all know. I'm just trying to let y'all know it happens. It happens for real. Okay. Now, look at this one. Let's see what Steven has to say. Let's see what Steven has to say. Okay, so this is from October of 2019. October of 2019. Steven says this post is for purely academic reasons. I hope no one does this, but I wonder what happens if destroy defenses was used on a difficult target before executing a seduction ritual. And is it an unethical use of magic? Any thoughts? So this bozo, Stephen, posted this for what he said was purely academic reasons. Stephen wondered, how can you destroy the defenses of someone that has turned you down, someone that has said no, someone that said they don't want to be bothered with you? He's wondering, how can you get around their defenses so that you can throw that seduction magic on them? I want you to think about what he asked. He asked, can you remove someone's defenses because they're not falling for your shit? So, can you use magic to destroy their defenses because they don't want to deal with you in order for you to then go ahead and throw some seduction magic at them? This is from 2019, October 20th, 2019. Girl, they out here playing this game every day. They really are. Like I said, I wanted to show you ladies. And I really want to show you ladies now, especially because if we see a lot of online, if you're on social media, whether it's Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, whatever it is, if you're seeing a lot of the conversation where there are so many women who are just like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I prefer to be single. I'm gonna live my life happily single or whatever. Men have been doing this. So now, like I said, with the conversation getting to where women are just like, I'm not dealing with no man or whatnot, and they getting all, the dusties are in the chats in the comments, going back and forth. The whole quote unquote alleged male loneliness epidemic. I honestly think they should be lonelier. Ladies, learn how to use a okay, and any other thing that you may need to protect yourself. But they are literally out here doing this. Yes, a difficult target, meaning someone that has turned them down, someone that isn't dealing with them, someone they can't get over on easily. This person is asking, how can they destroy the defenses of someone who's not a pushover in order to use magic to seduce them? Mhm. It's not even about reverse. They are not asking about, see, and this is what I want you ladies to understand. This is what I want you ladies to understand. Women think in terms of relationship. When we talk about seduction, the word seduction has an energy attached to it. They are talking about sex. They are not talking about relationships. They are talking about they're not here for these, they're not asking for relationships. They're asking them for sex. Women think about relationships. The people that I'm showing you are thinking about sex. And these are just the things that I could find, like today. So I want you all to understand the differences. Yes, they just want to hunch. So ladies, stop thinking about relationships. Oh, this relationship is going to backfire. They're not asking for relationships. They just want to use magic to have sex with you. Okay? Let's take a look at another one. Okay? Let's pull up another one. Okay, let me here's one. And like I said, ladies, you all are thinking about relationships. They're not talking about relationships. Someone asks, Magic the reason Umar had a bag of guts in his bag during the production of his movie? The producer exposed the contents of his personal bag that he would. Yes, yes. Those were spiritual contents. Yes, absolutely magic. Absolutely. Let's look at this person. I had to remove a lot. Guidance, please. This is from February 2022. Okay, this person says, guidance, please. I'm working with a particular book, especially with, someone to seduce a particular person. How can I frame the request for maximum impact? Thanks in advance. Somebody says she may completely avoid you and distance herself from you if she does not have any iota of love for you. Then you would think the magic did not work, but it did work. I will do some mundane preparations first by getting closer to her and make her feel some attractions first. So, what this person is saying is you need to do work in the physical world before you lay that magic up on her. You got to be nice to her. You got to spend time around her. You got to get her to soften up to the idea of you before you throw the magic at them. But look at this right here. They said, then how to seduce a person who is just a friend? Should I work with another demon? Yes. Thanks. This person wants to the original poster, the person that asked, this person how to seduce a person who is just a friend. She just a friend. She's not thinking about you in that type of way. How can I just seduce the friend? How can I just seduce the friend? What they say, get her to have some feelings for you first by getting closer to her and by being nice. The person says, thanks. This is from 2022, 3 years ago. Wanting to seduce the person who's just a friend. She not even thinking about him in that type of way, but he said that's who he want. He trying to use the magic to get her, but not to be in a relationship. To seduce, seduction means okay. For what? Sexy time purposes. That's not get her to be my friend. That's not let's getting into a loving relationship. He didn't say I'm in love with her. The motherfucker said seduce a person who is just a friend. AJ said all that just to hit crazy. Yeah. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. Mhm. Here's one. Here's one. Oh yeah, let's look at this. I was around the internets. I was around the internets and I found this. As you can see, this is from December 2017. This person asks, "Hi, Magi." Magi, okay, like the Magi of the Bible, the three wise men. Magi, that just means magician. Okay. King Solomon was a wizard too. Okay. King Solomon was a wizard. He was a magician. Hi, Magi. I want to know what rituals or magical workings have worked for you to get laid with that damn hot chick, a particular girl slash woman. So the poster, Electric Dragon, said, "Hey, people, I want to know what rituals of magic have worked for you so you can get laid. I want to know your personal real life experiences with any type of magical working, candle magic, evocation, mantras, or any other types. No offense, but don't tell me to dress nice, shave, clean clothes. I know that stuff. Thanks in advance." This is December 2017. Sunshine says, "I can't believe they are on a public platform talking so freely about using the woman." They absolutely are. So, you might have been, and I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their own vagina and body, but that if you had, casual sex with someone who was a friend, you didn't really want to at first, but you you kind of gave in and did it, or you were at the club. Okay, and you had, 3 martinis, and then you went home with someone after that. There's a possibility it could have been magic. There is absolutely a possibility that there could have been magic, and you didn't know. The one person at your job that finally, you take pity on them, you're gonna give them some. Okay? It absolutely is a thing. It absolutely is a thing. Absolutely is a thing. And I'm not saying any of this to scare you. I want you all to understand it's real out here in these streets, whether you want to see it, believe it or not. Let's try another. This was from May. This was from May. This is back on Facebook. This one is May. What's the best type of sexual attraction magic? I want to get laid. I want to enjoy awesome sex life. No one specific. Preferably with people I find sexually attractive. Your suggestion. Okay. Was it what they asking? They want to get laid. They want to have sex. They want to do the horizontal poker. They want to bump uglies. Okay. They want to put their meat in your taco. They want sex. Not a relationship, not to find their soulmate to get married and have a, beautiful life together as partners. They want sex. And as you can see, 23 comments, people in the community helping them out. Attitude and Tylenol said, I honestly think, oh my God, that's what someone did with me. He had been chasing me since we were 16, and all of a sudden I finally gave in. He then wasted my goddamn time and he still tried. It's like I said, I'm not saying these things to scare you all. I just want you all to understand people are out here using magic every day. Attitude and Tylenol said, I did a protection spell over myself and broke that stupid ass bond. There it is. I'm not saying this is exactly what happened. This is why I keep telling y'all, do your damn protections. Do them often. Okay? Do them often. And I'm so sorry that happened to you, girl. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Personally, and this is just Q's opinion. This is Q's opinion. Q doesn't have any proof. Personally, I think that sometimes when we see ladies saying that they were R worded, when initially, like, say like you hear like in college and stuff like that, where like they may be at a party or something like that, and like, initially they first started saying like, yeah, that they're fine with doing the deed. And then the next day they're just like, oh my God, what the hell happened? I can't believe I just had sex with him. I honestly think that's what's happening. Because if it was all fine the night before, and then after he got what he wanted, you know, and they're just like, oh my God, well, damn, something is wrong. I honestly think that's what's happening. This is Q's spiritual opinion because I know what shit looks like. I have no proof, but I'm just saying I think in a lot of these cases, because we see it right here. Attitude and Tylenol said he wasn't even my type, like at all. It was a learning experience for sure. So yeah. And this is from May 9th of this year. This was this year. This was this year. Let's look at something else. Let's look at something else. It's not even it's not even funny. Okay. So this is from Reddit. Again, what is the best system, spell, or ritual to what? To get laid. What is the best system, spell, or ritual to get laid? That's from 6 years ago. What's the best system, spell, or ritual to get laid? This guy is asking. He says, I'm not a native English speaker, so sorry for whatever I could miss in my next question. I'm testing magic. Okay, so he's testing, which means he's what? Say it with me. D is for dabbling. He's also Delulu, but D is also for dabbling. Because I'm not feeling so much attractive lately. So he's not getting attention from women. Okay. It looks like I simply can't get a girlfriend, and I know that there is worse people than me that have at least one person in their life. So they're comparing their life with other people to other people's lives. I already even tried Goetia with Citry and Grimory. Okay, that is magic working with spirits. But I didn't have good results. Generally, the demons simply tried to explain to me why it wouldn't happen in the next week, but I never got laid, in fact. And I don't know if it's true, but in Brazil, where I live, Goetia is like the last appeal in the occultist community, but I failed. Imagine that some spirits telling you no. Imagine that some spirits out here telling you no, and you still trying to figure out how to do it. Okay. Natasha says red pill is a spell designed to confuse women. Listen. I need for and see, understandably, men know. Men know when a woman is emotionally attached to them that she gonna be down for it. She gonna be down for a relationship, for sex or whatever. Men know this. Okay? Men know this. This is why a lot of them are only offering dick because they know that for women, sex and intimacy is a big deal. And a lot of women haven't figured out yet that just because a man has sex with you doesn't mean that he likes you or loves you. A lot of women confuse sex with real intimacy and love and affection and care and respect and all that stuff. Men know this. Okay. Like I said, this is why a lot of the dusties out here, they only have dick to offer. Okay. So understand. But like I said, now you see a lot of women, the men be out here talking about, oh, you're going to be single forever. We don't care what you think. Oh, you're going to be a cat lady forever. We don't care what you think. They're literally out here, and you better believe some of them are absolutely using magic. Okay. Sleepy B says, I absolutely feel like this is what's going on with my sister. She's got a fool in jail making her cry and shit. I'm not certain, but I feel it. Girl, you better cleanse her and throw some protections up, baby. Okay. Sunshine says, I am sure these are some grown motherfuckers that can't get some nookie, just scary and pathetic. Yeah, absolutely. These are all adults. These aren't like 16-year-old kids. These are full grown adults, adult men saying this. Okay. Do you have some effective spell or ritual that could help me with this issue from any tradition? The man said, give me magical spells from any tradition so that I can have sex. He don't care what it is. From any tradition, just give him the magic so he can have sex. It's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible if she slept with him. Because I'm going to show y'all something. Natasha says women have known for centuries that men only want one thing, but now these men know how to cloak themselves. Let's look at another. Let's look at another. Now watch this. Watch this. This one I thought was very interesting. This was from 11 years ago. This person said they cast to have sex with a specific girl. Okay? This is not a relationship. This is not let's get married and have a future together. This person cast to have sex with a specific girl. They had sex twice. She then moved to another state and decided to adopt a male gender identity. Okay. They cast for a specific girl to fall in love with me. She did hard. I felt bad and cast for her to be free to make up her own mind. The next day, she texted me and apologized, saying that she just met someone she thought she was going to marry and that they were only going to be friends. The person cast to have sex with a specific girl has sex with her twice. Use magic on this girl to have sex with her twice. Not to be in a relationship together, not to have a future together, to have sex. But this person said they felt bad, and they did another spell for her to be free to make up her own mind, and she left. She ended things with that. She ended things with this motherfucker because she originally wasn't interested in him in the first place. He only cast to have. This is what I'm telling you all. This is what I'm telling you all. So this person says there are a few others, but those are the most noteworthy. So he did this on two different people. So this woman here cast to have sex with a specific girl, and then he cast again for a specific girl to fall in love with him, and she did. But he felt bad, and he released her so she could make up her own mind, and she ended things with him. Hmm. Hey, boo. Hey, old man Johnson's farm. Yeah. Hmm. And this was from, like I said, this one is from, you can see it here, 11 years ago. 11 years ago. Hmm. Hmm. 11 years ago. Now, um, let me see. Which is another one? Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Okay, this person, this is from Facebook. Okay, y'all know what Facebook looks like, right? This is from Facebook. And this person says, "Okay, I've tried magically to work on seduction and charm, and in the mundane, working on my interpersonal skills. Okay, getting in shape, trying to socialize. It's hard because I often have to work. Uh-huh. But I've been getting out there approaching women who mostly end up having boyfriends, partners, or just not interested. I'm on a couple of dating apps as a backup, but alas, I'm still single despite a year on working on everything that I can. But alas, I'm still single despite a year of working on every level I can think of. Okay, my bad. I had a brain fart. I've called on spirits of every variety on this issue, but I am still single. I had a disastrous experience using a particular spirit on a lady at work and it backfired. She got mean. I got obsessed. Still kind of am, but I left my workplace and it's easier. The holidays are coming and I feel more alone now than ever. And I really want a girlfriend. Any ideas, guys? I need something miraculous as I've been single 6 years and it's a drag now. Okay. He tried working on this lady at his job. But I don't know if she had, her protections up or not. I don't know, but she ain't fall for it. Absolutely desperate and pathetic. Absolutely desperate and pathetic. Absolutely. Absolutely desperate and pathetic. This is what I'm saying. They only want to, and this is not all men. It's not. I'm just showing you ladies that men using magic to have sex with you is a thing. It absolutely is a thing. Okay. Okay. But he got 33 people to help him out. Okay, and this was from December 2022. So that was just, coming up on 3 years ago. Now, I want to show you all something that I don't want to say it takes the cake, but I want to show you all something where I was just like, are you fucking serious? And yeah, they were absolutely serious. Let me pull this in. I'm going to stop sharing this. Oh, one thing I do want to share with you all. This is a lady. This right here is a lady, and this lady asks, "Do any of you use anti-seduction magic to protect you from those trying to seduce you? I want to avoid being seduced, but I don't have the natural willpower. Any suggestions appreciated?" Okay, so this right here is a woman, and obviously she has seen the shit that has run rampant in this particular Facebook group. Okay, I'm not naming the group. I'm in the group. I'm not supposed to be showing you all stuff because stuff inside the group is supposed to stay in the group. But I'm showing y'all, right? This woman is out here like, what can I do to protect myself from these demons? These men who just want to use magic to have sex. She know the deal. She asking how can she protect herself? Because she know what their asses are up to. Okay. And I have protected her I have protected her information. Now, something that I saw, you know, and let me tell y'all. Oh. I got some more. I got some more. I got some more down in here. This one is from 2 years ago. This person says they've been in mostly solitude for 3 years, meditating, spiritual journey. I've really woken up to my power, slowly learning magic too. This is the first person to catch my attention in a long time. I'm letting go of the outcome, but I really desire a chance to date this woman. It's honestly amazing to feel desire again and excitement. So, this person was on a spiritual journey, according to him. And there's a woman that caught his eye. So, what can he do to get the attention of this woman that he wants to date? It don't matter what the fuck she want. But what can he do to get this woman that he wants to date? Magic to help get crushed. This is from 2 years ago. Oh wait, there's more. Q, there's more. There's absolutely more. Absolutely. So let me go back because I found these down here. All right, y'all. This is from Facebook. This is from Facebook. From this Facebook group that I'm in. You see, July 2022. Okay. I am in need of advice for seduction magic. Quite a few months ago, I started targeting this woman I want to try and have a relationship with, but I'd say the success is mixed. We went out on a few we went out a few times, but I don't feel she is really respondent, especially via text. While she seems more attracted when in person and even apologized a few times for not answering much to the phone. I'm not socially inept, of course. I don't text obnoxiously and I only want magical advice. What I did was, so this person worked with 3 different spirits. So he worked with a spirit for making her lustful towards him. He worked with another spirit to make her think about me. He worked with another spirit to make her have sexual dreams about him, and a few other rituals that worked on my aura instead, attraction, beauty. It's been quite some time and I'm starting to grow distrustful, to be honest, but I'm also concerned that involving yet another entity to work on her, I have no problem with renewing my own attractiveness, could backfire and lessen even more my chances if I were to say, ask blank for help. What do you think? So this person started targeting this woman he want to try and have a relationship with. He's throwing dream magic, lust magic, magic to make her think about him. But notice he wants her to think about him, but he wants it to be lust. He's not saying that, oh, magic to maybe make her think that I'm a great person. Magic to make her think about establishing a solid relationship with me. He went with lust and sexual dreams. So he's targeting this woman because he wants sex. He wants sex. CM1 said, this is making me mad. I'm a work in progress, though. Sunshine says, I hope he drives himself crazy with all this magic. Erica J says, damn. Empress Kia says, I've noticed that mostly insecure older men tend to use. Oh, no, honey. No, honey. It's not where I'm seeing a lot of this. These are people in their from their 20s. Let me tell you something. I saw a 16-year-old boy ask what type of magic can he do so he can have a great first sexual experience. A 16-year-old boy was asking What kind of magic can he do to have a great first sexual experience? He didn't want his first time to be boring sex. These are men in their 20s, 30s, 40s. It's all of them. So don't think that may be what you have noticed. And, I know I'm in some different internet streets than you, but I see it from all ages. I see it. And I'm telling you, I just saw one where a 16-year-old boy was asking what kind of magic can he do to have a great first sexual experience because he was a virgin. Sweet Ace of Silhouette says Delulu, Delulu, Delulu. Yes. Yes, they get off on lust because that's what they want. They want sex. Okay. Y'all heard Nesto? Y'all heard the testimony of I forgot the lady's name, but saying that, he has to be inside of her. That's not a relationship. That's sex. Empress says the Lulu. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Missy. Yeah. Hey, Friday. Yes. It's and this is the good part and the bad part about the internet. The internet is a tool, the resources at your fingertips. There's all types of information out here on the internet. We have, social media groups, Facebook groups, different communities and chat rooms and stuff like that where people can just ask, what can I do for X? What can I do for Y? But they are literally out here trying to get people with the sex. Only for sex. Hey girl. So it literally is just sex for a lot of them. And this is what I'm telling y'all. Like I said, I had to come with the receipts. I had to come with the receipts. Okay, now this next one is a little bit graphic. It's a little graphic, but I'm going to show you all. Okay, this one is from 8 years ago. It's a little graphic. Most of us are adults here. This stream is not for cheering. Okay. Empress, I don't know if KK is around, but listen. It's not for children. Okay. Let's look at this one. This is from 8 years ago. Okay, you see it right here, 8 years ago. Sigil Magic Works. So 2 weeks ago, I made a sigil and I jerked the chicken off in order to charge it after 1 year of me not jerking my chicken. The intention was something like women feel irresistibly attracted to me. Okay, so we're breaking this down. This person was not pleasuring themselves for a year. They drew a sigil or they did some sigil magic and they pleasured themselves to completion on the sigil with the intention of women feel irresistibly attracted to me. Fine. Today, one girl from my job says she doesn't know what happened to her. She has a boyfriend, but she loves me and can't help thinking about me. At first, I didn't realize because I forgot about the magic, but then I was like, holy shit, the sigil. It does work. In some mysterious way we humans cannot understand, but it works. And the way that you least expect. Mhm. So y'all can go ahead and read this for yourself. Sleepy B says desperate and delusional. Empress says this is why I protect my energy. Sunshine says I am sure Nesto was not showering. Him wearing black all the time was part of the ritual he was trying to follow. It. I mean, it could be. Natasha says this is why these men get obsessed with prawn and SW because SW use heavy match. Empress says she got a story. Okay, girl. Seeing one is looking like, yeah, like this is what. So this person did some sigil magic that he magically charged with his semen. And then the girl at his job, who has a boyfriend, just came up to him. I love you. And she was never attracted to him before because what he wanted was for women to feel irresistibly attracted to me. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for a great position at work. He didn't ask to be the CEO. He didn't ask to start a company. He didn't ask for, get better living conditions. He just wanted women to be irresistible to him. Yeah, Empress Kia, yeah, he was jerking his chicken. You can see it up here. So 2 weeks ago, I made a sigil and Jade off to charge it after 1 year of y'all remember? Y'all remember what was it, years ago? And like they keep doing it like No Nut November and stuff like that. Because make no mistake about it, sexual energy, the energy when you are having sex with someone is what? It's energy that creates a new life. Sexual energy is energy that creates a new life. It's very potent energy. This is why bodily fluids, especially sexual fluids, are some of the strongest spiritual essences out there. Period. Point blank. Okay. This is why we feel a way when we talk about stuff like grape or being SA'd, because it's serious, right? There is heavy, heavy spiritual energy that goes with that. Okay. And this person knows it. He made sure to release himself on his sigil while concentrating on wanting women to be irresistible to him. They want sex. Starry Eyed says, so that random strong attraction that comes out of nowhere but lingers, that's them doing work. Absolutely. It's 99.9% possible. If you had no interest whatsoever in somebody, none whatsoever, but now all of a sudden you're thinking about them, you want to be around them, you're maybe interested in them, you want to be physical and intimate with them. I'm telling you, we're looking at it. I want to say 99.9% of the time that's what it is. So don't be out here thinking that these men ain't dabbling or doing magic. They absolutely are. And she may get them, but is that, as you can see, Misi says he's going to run up on the wrong woman, not being specific. I mean, the thing about it is we've seen them saying that they were targeting specific women from their jobs. They are actually getting sex out of these things. They are getting sex from women out of doing this type of magic. So through magic, the women are agreeing to have sex with them. If she agreed to have sex with him, and he didn't, tie her up, he didn't force her, he didn't hold a pew pew to her to make her do it. In the eyes of the world, it's not great because he didn't force her, he didn't roofie her, he didn't trap her, he didn't hold her up against the wall, he didn't force himself on her. But it's still it's spiritual grape. But how are you going to prove that in a court of law? So that's what I'm saying. I personally think that a lot of women who end up having sex with someone that they originally didn't want to, and then afterwards they're just like, why did I do that? When they never really wanted to before. I truly believe that it's men using, we're seeing it. We're seeing it through these screenshots. Honestly believe it's men doing magic. Natasha said, I dated two men heavy in the craft. They used their magic to get money and for their families to get ahead. They just went to the gym and dressed nice to get women. Yeah, they were using the magic to get money and get themselves ahead. Listen, um, Starry Eyed can tell you that I'm definitely using my magic to get this money. Okay. Starry Eyed can confirm this because I was talking to Starry Eyed about some stuff. Okay. Neither Nyla nor Fuzzy are here, but they can confirm too. I'm using this magic to get this money because, baby, in the times that we live in, you're going to need your coins. So, absolutely use the magic to get yourself some money, to get the job that you need, get the money that you need, get the apartment or house that you need, get your car fixed, whatever it is. Use it because please believe the other people out here are doing it. Okay? Starry Eye says sure can. I'm getting that money. I'm getting that money. Okay. I can't wait until next month where I get some more. So um getting this money, honey. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, they actually know they just went. Natasha said they just went to the gym and dressed nice to get women. Hmm. There's a content creator here on YouTube. I won't say this person's name. That is a spiritual worker too. And it's a man. It's a man that has a very popular platform. That's all I will say. Um, he out here doing work. He's out here doing work. Um, Sleepy B said, "Them random hey big head texts are these fools playing with magic and it's messing up their ex's mind." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right, girl. Get that money with the magic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, honey. We out here getting this out here getting this money. Okay, out here getting this money. Okay, because we need our coins in the society that we live in. Okay, because when you go to Costco and a pack of 4 ribeye steaks is $80 in Costco. Okay, you better be doing you some money magic so you can get you some groceries. Okay, to all the people who drink coffee, I heard coffee went up. You either have your money for your coffee or you don't. If you don't got no money for your coffee or your groceries, you better start doing your money magic. I don't know if this person is gay or not. All I know it is a man with a large platform, a black man with a large platform. Do not say any names in the chat, but Natasha, you can send me a message to see if we're talking about the same person. Natasha, you can send me a message on Blue Sky to ask me if we're talking about the same person. But he absolutely is out here using his magic. Okay? Let's get back into this real quick. So, the next one I want to show you all. Okay, so let me show you all. This is something that, again, this may be disturbing, but I want you all to sit with it. Okay, sit with it and make sure you understand, ladies, who you are letting into your precious portals. Okay, make sure you are guarding and protecting who you let into your portals. This is what I mean. This was from 9 years ago. 9 years ago, this man said, I was pumping into this girl. On the first pump, I would say prosperity. Then with the second and third, I would say money and wealth. I did this all in my head. Does stuff like this work? I want y'all to sit with that for a moment. I want y'all to sit with that for a moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He out here on the internet saying it. Out here on the internet saying it. Mm-hmm. I was actually kind of disgusted when I read this. See, there are things that people do that you don't have to tell nobody about. And then there are things that you probably should just take to your grave. So this man was having sex with this woman, utilizing their sexual act to harness energy and power for money. Y'all see this, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, he just openly out here on the internet, just saying it, just saying it. Isis says, "Q, shout out to you for sharing this because shaking my head. Like I said, I just want to let y'all know it's happening out here every day. I've gone back 11 years with some of this. And this is just, the internet has become the open forum where people just talk on the internet and they just say whatever. They just empty their brains out on the internet. hmm But this man was using his sexual encounters with, he said, I was pumping into this girl. So not even his girlfriend, not even his wife. He said, I was pumping into this girl. So I want you all make sure, remember I told you all words are specific. Make sure you check the language. Check the language. I was pumping into this girl. It don't even sound like he cared about her. Like, I was pumping into this girl. Like, oh yeah, I was putting gas in the car. Like that doesn't there is no reverence for the energetic act of sex. He was just like, "Oh, I was just pumping into this girl. I was just pumping into this girl." Okay? Listen, please like the video, please share this with people. Um if you are learning, if you are seeing the truth about what some men are out here doing, um go hit the cash app. I like donations, share my spiritual work or whatever, because seriously, I'm I don't know how many people are gonna be out here telling y'all the truth, but I'm out here telling y'all the truth about things. Hey girl. Okay. Go ahead and tip your girl. Because like I said, I'm out here telling y'all the truth about shit because I don't want y'all to be sideswiped by any of this shit. But yeah, he just like, yeah, I was just pumping in this girl. He was like, "Yeah, I was just taking out the trash. Yeah, I was just filling up my car with gas. Yeah, I was just mopping the floor." This is how whoever this person is, this is how he thought of sex. Just something to do. So yeah, they out here. Some of them are out here when they having sex with you, they conjuring at the same time. Some of them are conjuring at the same time. So yeah, let me show you something. I want to show y'all one more because we're gonna get into the actual story behind this. We're gonna get into the actual story behind this. Okay. Starry Eyed says, I'm trying to get my one friend to understand. She just can't let them go. It'll be some straight BS and she'll let them back. Probably got her. Probably got her. Especially if, they're on the outs, but then they turn around and have sex and then she let him back in. That's probably some sex magic right there. Okay, let's look at this one. They said, I agree with you. This is from 11 years ago. Okay, we can see up here 11 years ago. I once dated a magician who fed me Alfredo and then later told me it had his semen in it. I dated him for a year and a half of hell. Our relationship was fueled by my not wanting to leave for fear he would destroy himself. There was one day when I was cleaning a rather high altar to Urzuli. Okay, Urzuli Dantor, one of the I believe voodoo spirits, one of the spirits from voodoo. I'm being respectful, Miss Urzuli. I'm rather short and hadn't seen the top of it. He told me it was an altar to his dead children, so I respectfully never touched it. One day I went to dust up there and found a ball of my own hair. Let me read that again. One day I went to dust up there and found a ball of my own hair. When I confronted him, he told me it was all the hair he had found of mine in his apartment after we started seeing each other, but before I moved in. As soon as I saw it, something clicked in me, like night and day. I left the next day, no regrets, no looking back. And somebody being a fucker, being an ignorant bastard, asks, just out of curiosity, was the Alfredo any good? But look at what she said. Yes, it was, and until it turned to ash in my mouth. The fucked up part, I was still naive enough to continue a relationship with that person. I had to find the hair before it clicked. So this man was feeding her Alfredo sauce with his semen. Okay, people be out here talking, especially black folk on the internet. Okay, and all my black folk on the internet, they be out here talking about some. Oh, I don't do no magic. I ain't doing no conjuring. I don't do hoodoo. Okay, this man was practicing ATR, African traditional religions, on this woman. Okay, including voodoo and hoodoo. Okay, y'all know, y'all know what us black folk do. When it comes to New Year's, you're gonna have your what? Your greens, your cornbread, your black-eyed peas. You clean the house before the calendar new year. You wash them clothes, baby. That's all hoodoo. That's African traditional religion. You are doing magic. You are setting your intentions for the new year. Okay, baby? Okay. Just like in CSI, just like in actual forensic science, okay, in magic, your hair, a person can do a lot of magic on you with your hair. So not only was he doing magic on her, he had her hair, okay, on his altar, okay, to control her, okay, because remember back in the day, the old school moms and grandmas and aunties, they would what? Flush the hair down the toilet or they would burn it, right? Why? So no one can get your hair and do work on you. This man was keeping her tied to him. He created a sexual spiritual tie by feeding her his semen. I keep telling y'all, ladies, do not be out here. I'm going to say it. Don't be out here sucking dick and swallowing semen. That is a spiritual tie. Having sex with someone is a spiritual tie enough. But consuming their most intimate fluids, oh, that man was working heavy ass magic on her. He was working heavy ass magic on her. Okay. Remember with the hair? Remember, go back to my video. Go back to my video about when Kim Kardashian was using Marilyn Monroe's hair, a lock of Marilyn Monroe's hair. Okay? Kim Kardashian was energy harvesting, pulling on Marilyn Monroe's energy harvesting with her hair, and then trying to fit into her dress and all like that. She was using Marilyn Monroe's energy to take herself, her business, her money to the next level. Okay? That's exactly what Kim Kardashian was doing. Go back to the video of mine if you haven't seen it. One of the mods, go find that video about Kim Kardashian and put the link in the chat because I need people to go back and watch it. Okay? This man was working heavy ass shit on her. But guess what? I found the actual article. So let me go on and share this. Let me go on and share this with y'all real quick. Okay. Lonely Dudes Using Magic to Get Laid by Mac Lemereau. Okay, let me just remove myself. Okay. This is Vice from November 19th, 2016. We just saw that. Okay, this is the same one. This is the same one. Okay. It wasn't until after she had eaten the Alfredo that her boyfriend told her that he put his semen in the sauce. Yes, I went and found the actual Vice article about it. Yes, I went and found the actual article from Vice about it. It wasn't until later when she was cleaning the same boyfriend's altar to a voodoo love goddess that she found something that finally made her think twice about her man. Okay, so she wrote in the post on Reddit. So I found that we just looked at the post on Reddit. This is the Vice News article about it. And the title of this article is The Lonely Dudes Using Magic to Get Laid. Okay. She left the guy shortly after that and explained that by discovering the hair, she'd broken the lust or love spell her boyfriend had put to keep her with him. Her boyfriend was just doing what men have done for centuries, doing whatever the hell they can to get laid. Let's continue. Over the years, men have turned to advisors and to shitty pickup artist books, while most turn to wingman and a special few turn to magic. This is magic. Real men casting spells thinking that it will, honest to God, get them laid. Okay? And in case you were wondering, the spelling of magic with the K comes from the occult OG, Aleister Crowley. Okay, Aleister Crowley, who had his house in San Francisco. Okay, California is what people think New Orleans is. People think New Orleans, all the magic and mysticism and whatever of New Orleans, California is actually the place. California is actually what people think New Orleans is. And that's just spiritual tea. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay? Seduction is, of course, one of the main reasons come to magic. And from the days of the PGM, okay, the Greek magical papyrus, okay, the Greek magical papyrus is an old school, I'm talking about old school Egyptian Greek spell book. Okay, it's old school. I'm talking about old school, old school. Old school, old school. Okay. To modernity, there have been more techniques developed for that purpose than any other, except for maybe attaining prosperity. Magician and author Frater MC told Vice. People who come to magic do so often out of desperation, necessity, or great desire. What have I told you all? Most people come to magic because they want money, they want to do a love spell, or they want to curse somebody. Those are three main reasons most people come to magic, or that they want something, they desire something. Okay. Until you get into this and you do this, for real, those are absolutely the three reasons why people turn to magic. Absolutely. They haven't been able to achieve their goals by any logical means, so they become more and more willing to try something outside the box in hopes that it might work. Okay. That's magic. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, I just found I found the actual Vice article that we just saw with homegirl talking about, yeah, the boyfriend was putting semen in the Alfredo sauce. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl. Let me pin that so people can go find it. Pin. Okay. Thank y'all so much. So yeah. Mhm. She has Elizabeth Taylor jewelry. Okay, Elizabeth has some coins. CS says, I'm having flashbacks of exes, and now I believe two of them did stuff on me. We just went over it. They are literally out here doing it. The man was wild. Yeah, Sleepy B says, I recently watched a documentary about Aleister Crowley and he did it all. Aleister Crowley, like I keep saying, New Orleans, and don't get me wrong, there's absolutely magic and spiritual energy in New Orleans, but the state of California is for real what people think New Orleans is. But because California is a state and is spread out, a lot of people don't know about the occulted history of California. Okay. It's One Cat says, you got me thinking. I was in a 6-year situation, and some of the things that man did was magic, and I was ignorant to it. Jesus. Listen, you know it now. Now you know. Okay. One of my aims and one of my goals on this channel is to explain things to you all. Okay. Okay. So like I said, I just had to come. I had to show y'all some receipts. I will drop the link for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna get off of here in 6 minutes. I will drop the link here in case someone wants to come up or say something or ask a question or something like that. I'll be here for a couple minutes. If no one comes up, then I'm definitely ending in 5 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with y'all because people keep thinking that I'm just saying shit out here, and I am not just saying shit. I am not just talking out of my ass. I'm literally showing y'all what be happening in these streets. Okay. Okay. I'm telling y'all what actually be happening out here in these spiritual streets. Okay. Like I said, California is what people think New Orleans is. No doubt New Orleans is a special spiritual place. The state of California, there are so many receipts. The state of California. Absolutely the state of California. Absolutely the state of California. You answered your own question. You got to do spiritual cleansing. Spiritual cleansing. Okay, spiritual cleansing. And you should put up your protections. Matter of fact, you should have multiple layers of protection. Okay? You should have multiple layers of spiritual protection. Okay? Multiple layers of it. Okay, I was talking to someone who's in this chat. I will not say her name, and we were talking about a situation, and I told her to up her spiritual protection, and she did what I advised her to do, and it helped. You need multiple layers of spiritual protection because what did we see earlier in the stream? Somebody was asking if they can destroy the defenses of someone in order to use seduction magic. So you can't just have one layer of protection. You need multiple layers of protection. Multiple layers of protection. Okay. You need to do your cleansing. And as soon as you do your cleansings, you do your protections, and you always keep your protections up. Okay. Always keep your protections up. Sunshine, Florida said, thank you. This was very alarming and interesting. You're welcome. Like I said, I'm here to tell y'all the truth. I'm not here to bullshit y'all. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you. Okay. Because they're out here doing it. Men and women do it. So don't think because, and here's the thing. Don't fall into the trap of, let me tell y'all ladies, I'm going to tell y'all this. Don't fall into the trap of just because a man hasn't accomplished A that they're not doing B. Okay. Umar, Dusty Slewfoot Umar, is absolutely out here doing magic. Okay. He is doing whatever type of magic he's doing is to make sure that he gets money. Okay. He's not thinking about completing a school, or he does work to get money and to keep a spiritual sway over these people. Okay. He does it. Hey, Starry Eyed, I'm gonna bring you up in a second. He does it to make sure he does like charm magic, like glamour magic. Okay. And he's working with spirits or whatever it is that he's doing. But the fact that this man ain't worked in all these years and he's still getting these donations and stuff like that, that man is absolutely doing magic. And we heard it confirmed from Nyla and from the lady who was making the movie and the other lady who was in a relationship with him. So, hey girl, let me remove it.
Hello.
How you doing, boo?
Oh, I'm doing great. Enjoying these new classes, good stuff.
Okay, girl. I love it. I love it.
Okay. So, yes, and I am confirming everything that you're saying. I actually wrote earlier in the chat like I feel a lot lighter. So,
Okay, good.
just
Good.
just just to kind of confirm what you've been saying because like many of y'all, I didn't know that this was going on. Like he was a worker, and like this is literally when I was leaving Christianity. So like I'm talking about green, okay? And and he would tell me stuff like he would do certain rituals in different ways, but again, I didn't understand
Mm-hmm.
any of it. So um now that I go, because it took so long to move on and get over all of it and blah blah blah. Anyway, so the point is I didn't realize because I didn't understand why he had such a hold on me. You know what I'm saying? Because in the very beginning, like it was very much like I could deal with you and move on about my day. You know what I'm saying? Because I was focused on this at this time I was active duty, so I was focused on my active duty stuff, which I did succeed at. But
Mm-hmm.
like once they got a hold on me, once he got a hold on me, oh my goodness! And I've gone over this with you. Like it
Mm-hmm.
took so much and so long to get over. And
Yeah.
then okay, so all of that, started doing my 4 for 4. That's why I always talk about the 4 for 4 because
Four
like
for
even
four. Mm-hmm.
listen, even as a baseline, you know what I'm saying?
It is. That's
And
why I said it's the base of modern spiritual practice, right? And she says, Starry Eyed says 4 for 4. What is the 4 for 4? That's her term that I use. But it is your spiritual cleansing, your
mhm,
protection, and then you do your road opening work so that all the things that you want come to you, and you do your money work. This is the four things you absolutely should be doing at least once a month. Okay, you're 4 for 4: spiritual cleansing, protection, road opener work, and then money work. Okay, four
mhm.
for four. Keep going, girl.
So, okay, so I'm doing my 4 for 4. Life is getting better, life is improving. And it's kind of funny now that I think about it because when I started doing that, that's how when things started progressing more because I'm always progressing, but progressing more, which is why we do spiritual work to make things better and easier.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was telling you, I'm noticing this fool is showing up in my dreams. Why are you? And like again, mind you, I haven't spoken to this fool in years. Okay, I I'm a very much I will ignore you and go on about my day. I don't be bothered with folks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's showing up in my dreams and like I see repeating numbers all the time. So like I'm seeing his birthday. Um, I'm seeing his name pop up just in just the same way that other synchronicities will happen. And I know this fool is doing work, and I didn't realize it that he was still doing it until I spoke to you about it. And it's so bad that this person is sending my child nightmares. My child is like it, even up until recently. My child is coming up to me late at night, literally scared, shook, and like, "Can I sleep in your bed?" And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And I promise you, like, I moved on. I'm not sending negativity. I'm not saying like I do my 4 for 4 for me and mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I started upping my protection, Psalms 91. I have my oils because my grandmother was a praying woman, like I was telling you, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I incorporate that myself. Like I started doing all of that. My son, we've been sleeping great. I
Good.
I, I feel light and nice,
Good.
and enjoying the beginning of the semester because who about to be stuck around with these fools? These fools is crazy.
They really are. They
So
really are. They
I just
really
wanted
are.
to get my little 2 cents because
Yeah,
facts, do your protections, all of them. I'm
I'm
about
telling
to do some more. I'm just waiting on certain days and times. Okay, quit
you.
playing
Hmm.
with me. That's all
Yeah,
I had to say though.
yeah. Like I said, it's absolutely sick. And Starry Eyed, she just shared her story with us as it pertains to her and her child. But understand what she just said. Her child's father, her child's own father sending nightmares to their son. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of these motherfuckers out here are sick, and please do not think that men do not be out here. They absolutely are doing work. Some of them are doing work to build great empires. Call Steve Jobs. Okay. You can go look at, matter of fact, let me pull it up online real quick. To show y'all. Because homie call it out. But yeah, there are plenty of people who are, that's why I told y'all, dusties, degenerates, people who are not good people absolutely should not be doing magic, in my opinion. But you know, we can't keep these things from them. What you can do is protect yourself and have multiple layers of defense. The same way you do at home. You lock your doors at home, you turn on the alarm, you know, you may have, a specialized item in your home to offer protection. You may have dogs to, warn you, alarm you. The way that you have your protection at home, your spiritual defense should be layered and varied as well, because people will do dusty shit. And the way that magic will affect you, if you're not protected, it will creep into other things that have no protection over them. And it's so funny because my dad used to say that. My dad used to say, like, my dad had a strong personality. So a lot of things didn't phase him, but he knew that if people wanted to get at him, then they would do it through either me or like my sister or like my stepmom. So understand that when you yourself are good and protected, sometimes, that nigga spiritual shit, they will try to get at you from another angle. Okay. Do it through dreams, or, attacking your income, or, now your card and broke down or something. Protect everything that you love and care about, your car, your debit card, your bank accounts, your children, the place where you live. Like, you need to have layers of defense, because it's real out here in these spiritual streets.
Can I say just one more thing, and then I'm
Yeah,
gonna head
go ahead,
down?
girl. Absolutely.
And just to again reemphasize what you, like, he's shown up in my dreams as somebody else that I was attracted to, and then turned back to him to himself. Because like I have, I'm a dreamer,
Yeah.
and I have a considerable amount of control in my dreams.
Yeah.
And like, because every time he would show up, I'd be like, yeah, no, you can go away, because I don't, get away from me. And even when he changed back, like, I was able to identify him, and I still, and and they will, like, it's been, my child is 10 now, okay? So a whole decade, and you're still doing this. No contact, nothing. But it's cowardly enough to do it through my dreams, because you just need access of it. Like, it's still a cycle. So protect yourself, ladies. I'm going to head down. Thank you for having me up again.
Okay, you good, boo. Thank you so much for coming up.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. And Natasha asked, can someone please repeat 4 for 4? Thank you. Yeah, so 4 for 4 is just Starry-Eyed came up with the term 4 for 4, but it's what I advise as a monthly spiritual practice. 4 for 4. Number 1, you do your cleansing. Number 2, you do your protections. Number 3, you do road opener work. Road opener work is going to open up, it removes blockages that are in your way, keeping you from achieving whatever goals that you're working on. And then number 4 is you do your money work. Okay. Okay, that desperation is not a good look energetically. If you only have $5 to your name, you out here panicking, you're desperate, you will fall for anything. When you have plenty of money, or when money is always flowing to you, you live in a state of ease. Okay, so 4 for 4, coined by Starry-Eyed, but I absolutely believe in it. The spiritual practice you should be doing once a month. 1, spiritual cleansing. 2, spiritual protection. 3, spiritual road openers or blockbuster work. Number 4, do your spiritual money drawing work. That's the 4 for 4. Okay, that's the 4 for 4. Okay, now let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this. Okay, did Steve Jobs cast spells? This is from 2019, and let me just make this a little bit bigger so you all can see. Did Steve Jobs cast spells? Bill Gates thinks so. Here's why. This is from Forbes. Okay, so this isn't me. This is from Forbes. Okay, that's Steve Jobs. Okay. Um, Bill Gates was on CNN speaking to Fareed Zakaria on the show on CNN. Okay. Gates added nuance to his praise of Jobs, referring to the Apple founder as a wizard who cast spells on people, mesmerizing employees with his vision and captivating the public. Okay. That ability to enchant people enabled Jobs to push his team to work arduous hours and withstand withering criticism from the founder. Steve Jobs, according to this, was using magic to push his people to work, 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 and do what he said to enchant people. Enchant is a magical word, it's a spiritual word. Steve Jobs, okay, the same. This is enchantment magic. This is glamour magic. This is seduction magic. Okay, mesmerizing employees with his vision and captivating the public. Okay, Bill Gates says, and I quote, I was like a minor wizard because he would be casting spells and I would see people mesmerized. But because I am a minor wizard, the spells don't work on me, said Gates. I keep telling y'all, I keep telling y'all, these people are out here doing magic, including these people creating these companies, these people doing this. They out here doing it. Okay. People choose the right words. Okay. And he said this so blatantly out here in the public because no one is going to believe that he's talking about actual magic. The man is talking about actual damn magic. Okay. Okay. Gates calling Jobs a wizard is a great metaphor for his ability to inspire. He said what he said. He said what he said. He said what he said. Okay. When you go look at stocks, okay, so for those people who invest, okay, for those people who invest, okay, when you're talking about the Nasdaq, we're talking about the stock market that's tech heavy, where there's more risk. Okay, and the top companies are it's gonna be Apple, it's gonna be Google, it's gonna be Tesla. It's a you don't okay, okay. Like I said, people really be out here like, and this is Forbes. You can go find this article yourself. This is Forbes from 2019. So like I said what I said. Bill Gates said what he said. Okay. They're literally out here doing it. Okay, Sexy RN says, and they tried to say it was a metaphor. It's not real, right? They can tell that bullshit to other people. Okay, they're literally out here doing it. Isis said, I promise the more I've learned and paid attention to in the last 5 years has been beyond eye opening to the world and in and around me. No wonder they try to convince most not to bother. Absolutely. Yeah, he definitely meant what he said. He definitely meant what the fuck he said. These cults and shit. Candy Me says, I remember reading this article about the tech bros potentially using magic. Yeah, absolutely. The guy who was the guy who was a magician that I was learning under, who passed in what was it, last year? It was either last year or 2023, who passed, his family. Okay, the magician who passed, his family, um, he and his family used to be hired out to do magic for like these politicians and stuff like that. He wouldn't say exactly who, but I absolutely believe it. Absolutely. They're out here doing work. Cardi B is a spiritual worker. Erykah Badu is a spiritual worker. We know the Kardashian clan, spiritual workers. Who else? Rihanna. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. She did that work so her man can get off. So her baby father could get off. I don't care what nobody say. She did the work. Okay. We all know Beyonce and her clan and group. They're literally out here everywhere. Taylor Swift. Sabrina Carpenter. I don't think she is a spiritual worker, but I believe she has spiritual workers that work for her. Listen, once you know what you're looking at and you can see through shit, you see the game. This is why they tell you not to do it. This is why they still want you to hold on to Christianity and turn the other cheek so they can beat your ass and you stand there and take it. You better get out here and learn you some magic so you can get your money together and your protections and everything else. Okay, because this world is not, these people, they are not playing fair against you. Okay. Yep. Madonna. Yep. Lana Del Rey, Jay-Z and them. Y'all remember my video? Okay. One of my mods find the video. It's about Jay-Z wore what? You're not just wearing any fucking thing out here. What you're wearing is either something that you like or something that you believe in. Okay. One of the mods go find that video and put that in there for somebody to go. They are out here doing this work. Okay. They out here. Absolutely. They're out here. So, like I said, okay. So I'm glad us girls had this conversation. Yep. Lana Del Rey. I'm glad. Not only, in Hollywood too. I can't tell you how many times I have watched Hollywood movies and they're using real magical spiritual elements or real magical sigils for movies, and they're like cross-culturally doing one of the ones. What was the name of that movie? DC Comics. What was it? Suicide Squad. Okay, at the end of Suicide Squad, remember it was Will Smith, it was Margot Robbie, some other people. My girl Viola Davis, she was in the movie. Remember at the end of the movie, Suicide Squad, with the Enchantress or whatever. If you look at Enchantresses, if you look at her headpiece got a bunch of symbols on it. Baby, they took those symbols from real planetary magic. I know, because I was looking at the shit like they really took some real shit and put it on there. They absolutely did. Man, let me show y'all real quick. Enchantress Suicide Squad. Let me pull it up. Let's look through these images real quick, and I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna pull up the other stuff so y'all can see. Because if you listen, these people out here think, people who don't know what they're looking at, that's one thing. I know exactly what I'm looking at. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see this. Okay. Let me add this in, and then I'm gonna get out of here. This last thing I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna get out of here. Share screen. Enchantress Suicide Squad. Okay. Okay, so do y'all see this? Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger because it's huge for me. Let me make myself smaller here. Let me see. I need you to go in a little bit more. Okay, this is as big as I can get it. But you can see these little, on her headdress. Now watch this. Watch this. Because y'all think I'm motherfucking playing. Let me go into, what is this? This is planetary magic sigils. And I don't know, maybe I'll teach y'all some planetary magic. Maybe I'll teach y'all. Okay. So this right here, so you can see, let me see, let me go here. So you can see them all here. You have this one thing that's like, You go down and you loop around this one right here. And you got this one that's like this X in the middle with like a crescent right here. And then you see this one that's a line and then like zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Let me show y'all. This is the same thing. This line that we just saw, zigzag, line down, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. This is the sigil. This is the seal of Saturn. Seal of Saturn. Seal of Jupiter. All these things, okay? The one that I told you that was the X with the crescent moons. This is the sigil for the moon, okay? Down here, okay? That's what these are. Let's go back here. They literally took Western esoteric. Okay, so this is like this is Western magic. This is Kabbalistic planetary magic. Okay, Kabbalistic planetary magic, the same magic, you know, with the days of the week. You see them here on this headdress. You see them here. That is the same thing. And I rest my motherfucking case. I rest my case. So like I said, and this is what they're doing through a lot of movies. A lot of movies. But if you don't know what you're looking at, you can't pick this shit out. I was looking at this shit, I was just like, okay. So, you know, like I said, I'm just out here educating y'all. I'm just out here educating y'all. Okay, so Misi said, Q, it's time for another batch of milkshakes break. I'm glad you said that. I personally, I was gonna make some more milkshake, because I was looking at the moon calendar when it would be a good time to get everything together for making some more milkshake. Because it just really depends on how things how the moon dates fall. So let's see, it's August right now. For maximum effectiveness, I won't be making any more milkshake probably until November. Was it November or was it December? Let me see. Show more info. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at the calendar and the next like good time to magically align things up for maximum effect would be November. Will absolutely be in November. Because I was literally trying to see like, well, is there any more? No, for maximum effect, it wouldn't be until it wouldn't be until I wouldn't even be making it until November. So if you are someone and your milkshake is almost gone or it's gone, and you want some more milkshake, send me an email because I will start to I will only make milkshake for people who want milkshake and who will pre-order milkshake because I have to. And now with all these damn tariffs, I got to see where I'm going to get these bottles from. But if you are someone who wants milkshake or wants to get one for a girlfriend who could use some more money in her life, or your milkshake is almost over with, I want you to think about it and send me an email because we're pretty much into September now. It's almost September in a few days. November, milkshake will be made. The next batch of milkshake will be made the first week of November because that is when the moon is in the right sign and it's looking good to do milkshake. Because I have to be up all night when I make the milkshake because I have to sit it outside. So, like I said, if you or someone, like I said, Q drops the mic. Yep, I dropped the motherfucking mic. Empress said, yes, need more milkshake. You growing you some? Okay, girl. Yes, girl. Ooh, November, my birthday month. Yes, 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 yes. And Starry, I said I'm gonna get some this time. Listen. Sexy RN said, I'll be in that number. Yeah, like I said, I just had to. That was the next time when the moon was going to be right because, yeah, the moon in December. Yeah, and then let me see. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best moon. And then the full moon in November is it's on a Wednesday, so that's a good day. The moon will be in Taurus. It's a full moon. Y'all know Tauruses are about their money. Okay. So that's gonna be the best one. Let me check the full moon. Let me see for February. Let me check full moon for March. Yeah, no. The good full moon right now is there's a full moon. I don't like that though. I don't like that though. Because that's a full moon in Libra. It's full moon in Libra, but the sun is in Aries, and okay, yeah, November full moon because the sun will be in Libra, the moon will be in Taurus. It'll be a full moon. That's gonna be perfect for doing this planetary magic and making some milkshakes. So if you are someone who's like, hey Q, I need some more milkshake or I want to buy some, send me an email so that I can start to count like, okay, this is how many people I need to order supplies for and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, yeah, y'all. Yeah, just send me an email. Send me an email. Yeah, that's gonna be the best time. That's gonna be the best time. Empress says she's gonna be ready. My regular email address, q@eclectictarot.com. Q at eclectictarot.com. I will make sure that I am at home that week. So if my husband is traveling and he asks me to go with him, I'm gonna be like, no, boo, I can't. I gotta stay here and I gotta make some stuff for the girls. Okay, I gotta make some stuff for the girls. So just send me an email because, like I said, I'm gonna start to it'll be mid-September before we know it, and I want to make sure that I have everything, that I have enough to make this because I use all natural and organic ingredients. So when I have to source this stuff, I don't know what the hell is going to be going on with these tariffs, but we're going to be good, boo. Okay. So yes. Everybody send me an email if you want me to include you in there. Like I said, I'll be making it the first week of November, but we're just in the gathering the people who want milkshake right now. We're not ordering right now, but I just need to keep an eye on like how many bottles do I need to make. And I will email you all and be like, this is the cutoff time and all like that. So okay, y'all. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Yes, milkshake, bring the money to the yard. Listen. We out here getting our money with milkshake, and I have my bottle over there on my nightstand. I don't even be spraying mine. But I have other money magic going on in the background that is bringing me heavy coin. So, but all right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you all so much for being here. Please share this with a lady that may need to see this, may need to hear this. Because for real, it's real out here in these streets. Oh, another housekeeping item. I am going to be gone for 2 weeks. So next Sunday, I am leaving. I'm flying out. I'm flying out this upcoming Sunday. I won't be at home for 2 weeks, but I'm still going to talk to y'all while I'm out here traveling in these traveling streets. So I will still be open for readings and stuff like that. I'm just going to mark off certain days on my calendar. So if you want a reading, if you want a tarot reading or a spiritual consultation, you can still book with me if you need that. But like I said, on Sunday, Lord have mercy, on Sunday I'm traveling. But I will be traveling, but I'll be in the same spot for 2 weeks. So back to my traveling. So just a little bit of housekeeping, y'all. So that's it. That's y'all. I'm going to come back to y'all hopefully tomorrow with some more information about something, teach y'all something, information or something like that. Oh, and if you are someone who wants to wait on a free reading, I'm doing the free readings, the free community day readings once a month. So the next one will be sometime next month in September. So make sure that you are subscribed because it's only going to be for subscribers who are here, who are active in this community. Okay. And that's my gift to y'all. So, all right, I'm going to go for real now. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in these internet streets. All right. All right, y'all. Bye, boos. Bye, boos. Bye, boos. I'm going to see y'all hopefully tomorrow.